me making a video. Yay! It's actually what the fuck happening to YouTube atheist community and nothing else much. 400th edition, I think, right? So it should be some sort of celebration. But I'll save that for later. You know, do something. I don't know. 101 probably is that's the one to make a deal out of, right? 401. I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? Yeah, it's all trivial. Who cares? So anyway, I did Piro's room. Yeah, yeesh. You know, and assholes had to show up. Crazy bitch and suck brain. And you know, just kind of make it's already difficult enough to get Piro to stay on the subject, and obviously with two idiots more in the room, it just makes it impossible. So anyway, but it was, you know, some fruit in it, you know, some value, I suppose. They made my points, but you know, this Fick character is such a lying piece of shit. He just says, you know, in this little bit here, he says, I never got him to give a straight answer to my question. I was like, what are you fucking talking about, right? So the question was, why the conspiracy? And I gave a whole answer for why the conspiracy. I don't know, you know, I'm just saying that, but my explanation was that physicists like physics to be magical because it sells books and it makes them seem like wizards. They like physics being almost a religion because it makes it more interesting and more sellable on, and you can make up all kinds of shit. Multiverses and yeah, we're all living in other worlds where we're rich and famous and we're doing this and blah 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 and all this babbly talk they can do. And yeah, you know, taking physics theory seriously isn't going to allow you to do all that silly mush. The God particle. You don't think that's why they're doing it? Because they're like God, like they're controlling the magical photons. And so I gave that whole explanation, and he just says, he just lies about me and says I didn't answer his question. That's not an answer? I think that's a fucking answer. You fucking liar. I mean, will you just admit that you're just a preposterous liar? You just lied that I didn't answer a question? I answered your question. I don't have any special knowledge, but I think Feynman really enjoyed quantum mechanics being mysterious. I think they really did enjoy it. They enjoyed being masters of the mysterious. And, you know, if I have my way, physics will be understandable by 10-year-olds. All this magic's going to go away. So anyway, let's play some of this, just see what they're talking about now, just for the fun of it.
It's just discrete energy movement. Just little things moving around on these rubber bands. That's possible, right? If you ting to the rubber band, you know, you'd see the little, you know, if you pulled the rubber band, a three-dimensional rubber band somehow with the tweezer, and let go, it would go wing, and, you know, you'd see what you'd expect to see off of that kind of...
Right, so they're explaining this, they're explaining how rubber bands work by saying there's a bunch of little rubber bands inside the rubber band. Well, how do the little rubber bands work? Well, there's a bunch of little rubber bands inside the rubber bands. Well, how do those little rubber bands work? There's a bunch of little rubber bands inside of the rubber bands. I mean, it's just the God bullshit all over again. The nothing is telling the something what to do. The force is magical. That's physics. Pitiful. So anyway, I guess I'll have to listen to the... I mean, it's just so hard to listen to the after show kind of thing. Just because they just lie so much. You know, there's just, these people have, nobody has any honor or integrity. They just lie horribly and disgustingly. And, you know, I'll just point it out. I mean, I already pointed out the Vic lie. It's just a preposterous lie. I somehow, like, implying that I evaded his question. No, I answered your fucking question. The Dr. Quantum video on YouTube wouldn't have 8 million views if it wasn't saying something like, the photons are magic and they're reading our minds. Yeah, and people wouldn't be watching. So, that's why. Asshole. So anyway, do a little wandering. Gotta feed the cats. So, yes, tragically, the little girl cat hasn't returned. So, I believe she must have met her end somewhere. Most disturbing. Yes. most harsh on the sensibilities. So in a little look at the garden, you know, just feel the obligation to point out that, yeah, it's a, you know, I worked at it, so I should point out that it's gardening. These things were just huge this year. The hibiscus were just quite magnificent. And yeah, so all's good, except for the apple tree. And such. So enough walkabout. Yeah, neighbor's truck's like we're on. I thought he was in his truck. He's running his blower or something. Chrome wheels. Woo! Shiny, shiny, shiny. Shiny, 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 shiny. Sparkly, shiny. I do love this car. Anyway, yeah. Made by Opel, but sold by Cadillac. Really, it's quite lovely in here. Anyway, so yeah, maybe I'll make some videos inside the car. Unfortunately, the battery's a little low, and oh, the CD is working, even without the key in it. Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, electric seats, electric everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, that was just right, baby. Thanks. Not really. Lovely piece of machinery. Yeah, I mean, real made out of real stuff, real leather everywhere, real, you know, it's a real deal, real car. All the parts are, if it's plastic, it's like really good resiny plastic, you know, the real kind of, you know, man plastic, yeah. So anyway, enough of that. Oh, look at the Cadillac symbol there, yeah. It does have a cracked windshield, unfortunately. Shit. Yeah, it had a little stone crack over there, and I didn't realize the well water is really cold here. And so I was washing the car on a really hot day, and that little crack became a, you know, just shot right across it. So, I mean, it was a problem. It had to be fixed eventually anyway, so it wasn't like I didn't know it was a liability. So it runs, it just doesn't run, you know, it needs, I gotta work on one of the cylinders. And I just, you know, got it out of the nowhere land, so I'll have it, it'll be looking at me saying, fix me every day. So maybe I'll get to it. So yeah, you don't really need this part of the video, right? Sorry about that. But what the fucks have always been kind of what the fucky. So I did do the response video to just some random questions, then the, you know, TJ video, and you know, so it's, you know, I do some things now and then that aren't the usual thing. So what other news is there? Yeah, it's just all the same old stuff, you know, working, the FList.com website I think is looking pretty good. I like that the HTML5 video stuff works and works with the Androids and all that kind of stuff, and so that's, you know, mobile stuff, and so I'm definitely going to fix the other websites and put some, you know, exclusive video content on those websites, and, you know, migrate off of YouTube and all that shit. And yeah, so, you know, I have things that I'm working on. I want to do some artwork, and you know, I want to do some stuff more personally interesting for me. But you know, it's mainly I'm still working on the philosophy stuff. The, you know, ethylism and physics are the two things I'm, you know, fundamentally preoccupied by. And the physics is just, it's just so hard to know how to, I mean, I really just got to do, I got to do the initial write-up. I just got to have the balls to step in. And I mean, I've started doing it, and I've done it a couple of times where I'm just saying, okay, just start from the beginning and explain it. And I just have, I'm just not the writer I used to be, so I think I'm just running into a little bit of writer's block. So I think I have to just keep poking at it until I get past that. And but it's not like a stream of consciousness thing. You can't really do physics as a stream of consciousness. You really do have to structure, you know, in the order in which you bring up the elements and how you explain the elements. So it's you know, the way everything is interwoven, I think requires that kind of discipline. You know, yeah, he's a little obsessed about leaves. I think he just likes to use his little leaf blower. So, It's always blowing the leaves in the fall. It's okay with me. I guess I'm just not a... Leaves don't offend me much, so blowing them once at the end of the year just seems like that's more than enough. You don't have to do it every 4 days. But whatever. Different strokes, different folks. So not much else. It's just anyway, I'm just it's consistent with the 400th. What the fuck? I mean, just this whole idea of this, taking what's the word? Not account. Taking inventory. That's not quite the right word either. Just this re-examination, this examination of your progress, your where you are in your life, what's going on, all that kind of crap. So I'm sort of doing a lot of that, having a way after midlife crisis of sorts, I suppose. Trying to find out, trying to play with my own psychology in terms of creating the correct motivations and get out of some bad habits. That's always hard to do. Old dog, new tricks kind of thing. That's really difficult to break. And I have some very bad habits. Time wasting little things. It's just taking me forever in the mornings to get any kind of, to get rolling. I just hate that I kill an hour every morning just in almost dead space. A zombie. So anyway, this isn't a proper video at all. I'll try to have a more targeted man, I'm just searching for words all the time lately. Targeted. I know there should be a word after that. Targeted, like plan. A word like plan, but targeted initiative. Focused initiative? Yeah, maybe I should say focused. Yeah, focus. That's what I need. I need to focus. Or not. I mean, I guess I have to say I'm not failing entirely. I mean, I did get the website going, and I'm getting some things done, and so that's good. Made some changes here and there in my life. And there's a whole bunch of stuff, it's just kind of sitting out there in the boogie land of the next few months that has to be taken care of. That I don't know how that's going to go. I don't like things hanging over my head, and there's a lot of things hanging over my head. Bigger picture wise, and just the whole life thing. You do have to figure out some way to create some sort of security, some kind of so you just don't end up having to jump off a bridge or anything. You want to be able to do that on purpose, not because of circumstances overwhelming you and such. So, I think that's about enough. So anyway, till next time. Thank you for the support over the years and such people who've been there through all the 400 weeks. I mean, obviously I've been on YouTube longer, but I just mean that was when I started doing the public rooms and became officially an arguer with the world. When I first came on YouTube, I was just can we talk about some stuff? And, I kind of like just having conversations about stuff because it wasn't the serious stuff, it's how the brain works kind of stuff, and those are interesting subjects. And a little bit of the religion gets into that, of course, but, that just turned into well, I can't say that. I mean, the first videos I posted were very political, so that sort of was my agenda. I guess I just thought that the internet could do this better than it's done it. I mean, I thought these tools would be so much more powerful than they are. The idea that we can have these back and forth of videos, and I just thought that would evolve into some sort of improvement in the argument, and it's still the same stalemate. It's still the same. The ball never really rolls. It just rolls a little bit and then stops, and then somebody else pushes the ball and it stops, and somebody else pushes the ball and it stops. nothing gets escape velocity. Kind of it's a metaphor to a physics thing. Nothing acquires escape velocity. It all gets sucked back down and has to start over again. It's all do-over. And that's disappointing because I just really thought the internet would be a critical game changer and just, be such a way of just destroying bullshit, just getting bullshit out of the conversation. But not yet. We ain't doing it good enough. So, that's another thing I'm thinking on. And, yeah, that's all. So, again, thank you to the people who have hung around, and I hope to be of some value or use in the future in regards to these basic initiatives of let's get reality some respect. Something like that. The respect it deserves. The truth deserves some respect. And ain't getting none. In most places. Time for a nap. Sorry. Too comfortable, I guess. So till next time.